from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Second and 11 at the 41. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Ball carried by
defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Number 21.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 4-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10-10 at their own 29-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Bengal ball carrier.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 34. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Breeland Speaks on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Bengals nothing.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Bengals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
23-yard line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. At the 23, it's second and 12. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Hill shedding the tackle. He's still on his feet. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals' 4-yard line.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
1-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Kick over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch his play. Watch his play. 57. Mike, 57. He's scared.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. What we got? What we got? What we got? Motion, motion.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. Mahomes, that'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
QB drop. Watch QB drop. 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. 15, 15. Right on these two, right on these two. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Yellow. Mike.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check, check.
try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Philip Dorsett as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now
an incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they run with Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Chiefs 24, Bengals 21. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Bell. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At their
2nd and 11 now.
57.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
45-yard line.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
This is Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
44-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
57's Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get in that hole. 57.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Bell. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mahomes to throw. A screen to Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
5-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
First down, Bengals.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.